Okay, we're here at the south end, just outside the NAS Oceana O Club. And behind me you see a volleyball net. Well, just like in the movie Top Gun, where you see Tom Cruise playing volleyball, the real good volleyball players are fighter pilots, real fighter pilots. And we actually played volleyball here. So we have squadron volleyball tournaments at this very place right here behind the O Club. But I thought it'd be a great way, a great venue to describe how our website and how flying an actual pass and getting an actual trap and going to the ready room and getting debriefed by the LSO and then having that grade posted just like it is in real life, how it applies to our website and how that whole is connected. So if you look here, you can see this. It looks like a center line, and then pretend those are like 3 arresting wires. So this is sort of, it's a visual gimmick, but I'm gonna show how the blocks land. Think of this as a center line. On the left side of the center line is reality. That's what real carrier pilots do. And on the right side of the center line is what virtual pilots are going to do, or the flight sim community is going to do. So up here, we're going to come in, and the first thing we're going to do here is a real carrier pilot. The first thing he does is take off and land. And he goes out and does 6 passes to get a day qualification. He goes around the pattern 6 times, hopefully 6 times. And then he traps, the LSOs write the grades down, he goes to catapult and does a 6th time. He's not debriefed really in those 6 passes. He does all 6 carrier landings. In our website at topgunsimulations.com, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get the mission, and then you're going to launch. You're going to launch and you're going to go fly your 6 passes. So we have an absolute cross connection. It's all real. Then the next thing that's going to happen in real world, over here, you come back out of the airplane, you go down to the ready room, and you get debriefed. That's what the real pilots do. Okay, they get debriefed by the LSO. What does that mean? That means the LSO sits there and goes, your first pass was an okay pass, you had a high start, or it was a little high start, you a little low, flat in the middle, you got a 3-wire. And then he goes and debriefs you on all 6 passes, which is very cool. And as you look up, by the way, there's my Mustang friend. That's Scooter Yoke taking off and taking his beautiful Mustang back to West Virginia. But on our website, to mimic the same event, what's going to happen is you're going to fly your 6 passes, which are the downloads, which is the free download. But the game doesn't start there. It's not a game, but the mission doesn't stop there. You have to be debriefed to get the full experience. And how you're going to do that on a website is once you've completed your missions, your 6 passes and your mission, you then upload that to our website. That is the equivalent of the LSO debriefing you. Because once you get there, you'll then get your grades. And that's where the debrief will occur, is once you upload them. That's the same thing as walking to the ready room in real life. And the LSO meets you there. So over here, you upload your website, you upload your 6 passes, they go up into the website, and then you get your grades and your debrief. Now the next event is, the third part, is the posting of the grades, okay? In a real life scenario, the real pilots, they get debriefed, and then the squadron LSO, then on the greenie board in the ready room, posts each pilot's landings, every pass. Okay, the green one is a okay, a yellow one is a fair, a brown one is a no grade, a red one is a wave off, a blue one, if they ever get one, if you're that lucky and that good, you get that's an okay underline. A bolter is a white one. So there's this color. It looks like a kindergarten school, but it has great history there, and it represents just not colors, but it represents perfection potentially, and not quite so perfection. But it's about everything that you do on the ship is graded, and every pass is graded. You just don't get to upload, the number 1 or number 2 passes. It's everything. Everything is on the greenie board. So the greenie board piece in the real life, the LSO does it, and then in ours, it goes on our greenie board. And you get better in our virtual world, because you're going to have a greenie board that will essentially lay your landing grades out relative to the entire world, but then you'll also have your own personal greenie board, which will have all your passes, just your passes, and you can do what we call trend analysis. You can look and say, okay, boy, that was a really good day. I got 4 OKs and 2 fairs, and I got a score of X. Oh, the next day I didn't do too well, and you know, my head wasn't there, and I didn't do so well. And you can see all that, and you can see, and you can even potentially keep notes on the website or to yourself and say, boy, on that mission I did this, this, and this, and that worked, and it didn't work. And you can talk to each other, obviously online, via blogging or whatever, and find out what works for other people and what doesn't. So it should be great. And that's exactly what real pilots do. They talk to each other. They look at it. You analyze what you've done. And I remember when I'm a pilot on the carrier, before I launch and turn downwind, or before I go fly my mission and then come back to the ship, I'm thinking about the pass. I'm thinking about the wind conditions, the sea state, the deck, the whole scenario, because the equation is so complicated. You just can't react. You have to have the plan and then fly the precise approach to get that OK3 wire. And we're going to give all of you out there in the simulation world the opportunity to get OK3s. Snort out.